What's up, people? Yu-Gi-Oh! Master 88, and now it's time for yet another installment of the Linux Report. Using Clear Linux as a desktop Linux distribution, it works well, but with some paper cuts. Sorry about that. Well, while we have been benchmarking with Clear Linux for years, only over the past year or two, they have really beefed up their bundles around the desktop and made it more appealing for desktop use, along with support with Flatpaks, supporting the other DRM slash MISA drivers besides just Intel graphics, delivering a great GNOME shell experience, whereas originally they defaulted to XFCE, and overall improving the experience for for more use cases. And yes, it's even possible to run Steam on Clear Linux. So basically, this is like a brief, short summary. So what do you guys say we look at the full story of this thing? While I'm a big fan of Intel's Clear Linux distribution, for its raw performance on x86 64 hardware, that for most workloads goes unsurpassed by any other Linux platform out of the box. There has been a lot of Phronix readers wondering how well it could function as a standard Linux desktop distribution, along with upgrading any main production system earlier this month. I decided to try out Clear Linux, and now with 200 plus hours into using it as the OS of my main production system, I figured it'd be good to share my initial thoughts. Now, I'm not going to read the whole article, I'm just going to read a little bit. While we've been benchmarking with Clear Linux for years. Oh, this is the part I've already read. Here's what I need to read. Here's what we need to read. The last blocker for me personally was supporting full disk encryption as part of their installer, while previously it could be set up manually. With their new installer rolled out over the past few months, there is support for setting up full disk encryption using Lucas as part of the installation process for my main production system, especially with traveling with it for any events. I wouldn't consider anything but using full disk encryption, so that with that resolved, when it came time to upgrade my main production system earlier this month, I decided to jump into trying Clear Linux in place of Fedora Workstation. Fedora Workstation has served me well for years as my main Linux distribution of choice for my most critical system after years of Ubuntu, Fedora Core, OpenSUSE, and Mandrake, but curiosity got the best of me in trying Clear Linux to see how usable it is as a desktop platform, and also the appeal of being a rolling release yet stable architecture. Getting started with Clear Linux as a desktop is actually really very simple. While there is their default text-based installer option, a new option as part of their recent installer revamped is the live desktop option. That is just like any other live USB slash DVD distribution out there for easy booting into a graphical desktop environment and being straight off to the races. Clear Linux does have available all of my needed packages slash binaries for my production workflow, including GNOME Shell and programs like GNOME Terminal and gedit, GFTP, Firefox, Thunderbird, GIMP, Pigeon, and LibreOffice. On the developer toolchain front, Clear Linux certainly has effectively all use cases covered, from traditional C and C++ development to quickly deploying lamp stacks to nodules to all the other modern programming language supporting countless cloud/container options. Personally, I use a GNOME shell environment very close to the stock configuration without any extensions. So Clear Linux defaults were all in good standing, and GNOME Tweaks is available for the little bit of tweaking I do in the configuration. So basically, you can just read the rest of the article here, folks, to get more information on Clear Linux. But other than that, people, I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. And if you want to, and if you enjoy these videos like I do, smash that like button and support my channel. Thank you. And with that being said, this is Yu-Gi-Oh! Master 88 saying see you later.